What aspects of our care contributed to your overall feeling of being supported?
I really like the Babies in Arms approach to really empowering the mother, but including the father and making the father feel empowered as well. Just the whole family inclusiveness really made a difference for me. I really look at Jill as, an earth mother, yourself, Jill, and it made a difference making us feel like family and feeling
Jill is a
bonded
very
that way.
sincere person. And that's something that stands out even if you meet someone in the grocery store that's like that. Someone, when they ask, hey, how's your day? And they actually want to hear the answer. You might expect that from a doula, but I think we were really taken aback with how sincerely she was interested in our family, in our pregnancy. Like when we found out we were having a girl, she was excited and rejoiced with us. And when some of these other things came up when I went overdue in my pregnancy, she was there and she was calling me. She was really the initiator. And I think that's something that's almost surprising because when you decide to have a doula, of course you're expecting to have someone support you personally, and you get like a little pep talk of what you're signing on for. But our doula at Babeeze, like Jill, she just was so over and above, I think, what we could have ever expected, that she really started to feel like she was part of the family, like she was an aunt, like Auntie Jill, that she was looking forward to this baby arriving almost as much as we were. And that she, I think, kind of delighted in the fact that she was able to help us with some worries that we had or questions that we had. And so the fact that she was there every time I had a worry or a question, it's almost like she anticipated it. And I think that makes you feel supported because it's not as though you're just calling a helpline or something to ask a question randomly and it's this cold, sterile sort of answer. It's a relationship with someone. And when you have a relationship, just like Steve, because he lives with me every day, he might know by the way I'm combing my hair that I'm having a bad day. And I really felt like, Jill, you got that sort of closeness and intimacy where even when I was in labor having the baby, I remember thinking in my head, oh, I'm just so tired. And then I heard it come out of her mouth say, I know you're tired. I know you're so tired. Thinking, how? It's like, are you reading my mind? But that she knew me that well already that she would know maybe just naturally where my mind would go. And she was already there and trusted. So when she told me, yes, you can do it, I believe her because we have that close relationship. But yeah, just really amazing that we developed that sort of relationship that she could anticipate things and support us where we needed to be supported.
Knowing that our doula had already been through having a baby 3 times definitely offered that kind of support and comfortability that she knew what she was talking about. She felt very educated having her with us. We felt like we knew it was coming. Um, and having someone above and beyond our doctor kind of, basically on call when we had questions and we needed our answers and we couldn't find them. Um, Having that kind of availability
When we
definitely
were
was nice.
spending weeks with her, it started to change the way I thought about birth, and so it's sort of an indirect effect of joining up with Babies in Arms that I started to have a much more positive picture of the whole birth experience. And I think culturally there's a lot of negative talk, maybe because the bad news gets passed around a lot more often than good news does. And Jill talked to us at length about that. But the more time we spent with Jill and as we went through our prenatal classes, we started to have a really positive, not just a feeling of preparedness, but started to feel that this was going to be an incredibly amazing experience that we actually had some control over and could make some decisions about ourselves rather than just sort of being at the mercy of the medical system and being afraid of what the actual birth itself was going to be like. We were looking forward to it, and I don't know that that's the case with a good percentage of the population today.
I think too, it makes you feel supported to know that there's no agenda. That your doula, really, the only agenda they have is for you to have a positive experience. And I think that's the thing that really came through the most with Jill, our doula, that she could certainly offer advice or information about different things that we're considering, But I never even felt like, I'm sure she has her own beliefs about things, but I never felt like she was steering me in one direction or the other. And that really is, I think, kind of the nature of support. When someone doesn't sort of stick in their feelings in there, they just, they let kind of your birth story unfold the way that would be best for your family. Because really, and I think that's, again, what makes her feel like such a trustworthy friend, that she really has our best interests
In mind, yeah.
in mind.
And I thought her use of training materials was exceptional. She provided us with videos, with diagrams, with photos, internet links. I believe at one point she brought out little dolls and demonstrated what was going to happen or could potentially happen throughout the childbirth.
Most definitely, it was great to feel included. When I had first talked to some of my mom friends that had doulas, I was kind of concerned about how what my role would be, and then after meeting with yourself and Maud, it really put me at ease, and it made for a very pleasant experience. I never once felt excluded, and